Reginald Grant, Craig Zeppo here from Athletes in Cannabis in Newark, New Jersey at the Hilton. It's been an exciting weekend of activities, all kinds of vendors, trade shows, and opportunities to get on. Again, we're here at the Newark Hilton and live and direct. Say hello, Craig.
Hey, I'm Craig Zappi. I'm the owner for Hemp for Life Inc. And I'm so happy and honored to be here for Athletes in Cannabis at Newark Hilton. We're rocking and rolling. We're educating everybody to get into the green space to make a lot of money. There's a lot of money to be made in the green space. Cannabis is the up-and-coming crop. And everybody wants to get involved. There's so many different avenues that you can get involved with. You don't have to grow the plant. You can make clothing. You can make edible foods. You can make, you name it.
In your eyes.
You can do it. There's 25,000 uses to hemp.
So
Everybody get involved one way or the other. You make a righteous living, and everybody wins. Incorporating cannabis in your life, you heal yourself and you heal the planet.
and again, it's about healing yourself, about using the medical benefits of it, the CBD, and there are many, many elements of the ecosystem of the cannabis space and the hemp and medical marijuana space. There are all kinds of vendors here. We'll be interviewing some of those people as we go through this process. Hey, come on, not now. We're live on Facebook.
This is live. It's happening now.
So yes,
It's real time.
real time. So again, this is the CP guy, Craig. His company is Hemp for Life Wellness. Kendo. So we'll be interviewing some athletes, interviewing some vendors, having a conversation, and rock and roll. Here's one of our young guys. We're gonna get him online so we can tell about what he is, what he does. Move over this way. No, you come this way.
Okay.
So we're live on Facebook. Talk to him. You're live. Tell him who you are, what you do.
All right, so I'm
Speak
Kendall
up.
Felix.
Speak up. Don't be shy.
Oh, thank you, Reggie. Thank you. I'm Kendall Felix. I'm a young entrepreneur from Brooklyn, New York. I own a few businesses, Rockstar Enterprise Incorporated, Rockstar Hoops, Rockstar Radio Podcast, Glass Half for Productions, to say the least, Rockstar Consulting. I partner with a few companies, such as Hemp for Life Wellness here with Mr. Craig Zappi.
This is our one of our many ambassadors. We're so fortunate to have him in our life.
Thank you.
He's a mover and a shaker.
I'm all over the place, man.
And he's, even though he's very young,
I actually am. I just finished up a season in the ABA with the New York Harlem Underdogs, go Underdogs. Shout out to Coach D. He's been a pillar in the community and doing great things. He's now coaching at the in the TBL with the Admirals while I'm over here doing business until the next season starts. I'm also partnering with Mr. Stacy Daniels, who makes really good cigars, so please be on the lookout for those. And he also makes a mean hat. So,
and I must say, he's looking very sharp.
thank you. I was trying to.
I mean, this is a man in the forefront of fashion.
That's right, man.
He walks into the room, everybody stops. Say, look at this man. This man is.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
We're so
I
fortunate
me
that he
and Craig have
joined our
been-
team.
Absolutely.
I mean, Reggie has brought the very best people I know
Thank you.
to be part of my organization. I feel so blessed and honored to have somebody who's so young, which is good looking,
Thank you.
old school values. I'm 71, so for me, it's a breath of fresh
Great.
air
You look great.
when I have people like this come into my life, join our team, educate the world about the most beneficial plant on the planet. So by incorporating cannabis in your life, you heal yourself, you heal the planet, you leave the planet better for the world. Because this is our job in life, is to leave it better than we found it. So we have a tremendous opportunity in this cannabis space to make a difference in the world. And we're all motivated. We're all working as one team. We're part of the cannabis tribe of America, of the world, making a difference in everybody's lives. So we encourage everybody to get involved.
Please do.
Something simple as just incorporating hemp seed in your life. Not everybody wants to smoke marijuana. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
But cannabis is. So you can start with little steps. Use hemp seed in your salad. Put it in your yogurt. You're gonna take a bigger step, incorporate CBDs in your life. It'll help you relax, it'll help you sleep, help you with the appetite, help you with repairing negative thoughts. Overall, health protective. So,
Definitely made a difference for me. I'm telling you, like, I mean, people already know I'm a naturalist because I'm a vegan athlete. You know, shout out to Solely Vegan out in LA. But yeah, people know that I'm a vegan athlete, so I always try to remain somewhat of a naturalist. And being the fact that I know I'm a naturalist, you know, that makes me somewhat biased. So I always make sure I take that notion and that mind frame whenever I take on anything of this nature, even if I'm considering, whether it's me considering the right food to eat, veggies over meats, or hemp over opioids. You know what I'm saying? So it always is me taking that approach when considering something. I want to be fair to whatever it is that I'm comparing something natural to, right? To make sure I think of it as fairness. But if I still compare it and I still choose to be a naturalist, to say, I mean, I think that speaks for itself, right? To be honest, but I mean, that is just how I do things, and I urge people to do the same way.
right. You have to be very proactive when it comes to your health.
Indubitably.
You have to get off the couch. You can't go to the doctor and take a pill. You have to really be.
I mean, you can, but you have to live with the consequences.
Right. I mean, listen.
I mean, just, you know.
The only side effects of using cannabis is a sense of wellness. Compared
Absolutely.
to.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How is everyone? Did everyone sleep well?
You
We're
slept
actually
well.
doing, we're actually live right now.
It's okay.
It's okay.
This is
I
real.
appreciate it.
It's
We,
all
no,
right.
we appreciate the love.
Listen,
It's
it's
good
all-
to let people know that you love us.
That's right. It's all good.
You love
So
what we do. So,
I encourage everybody to take control of your own health. If you don't have your health, you're poverty stricken.
health
So,
is wealth.
unfortunately, the state of affairs of everybody's health, America's in bad shape. Everybody's overweight. Children have pre-diabetes already. Everybody eats too much. You don't want to turn into grandma and grandpa at an early age. So the goal is to restore your balance by incorporating CBDs in your life. The only side effects is a sense of wellness. You take little baby steps, little by little, you start to feel better, you get your groove back, you'll be a better husband or wife, you'll be a better parent to your children, especially for people who are caregivers for their loved ones. They should incorporate cannabis in their lifestyles. So they go down for the count, there's no one to pick them up. So I encourage everybody who's a caretaker, who's taking care of their husbands or wives, the mothers or fathers of the children, take the positive step to incorporate cannabis in their lifestyle, because you'll feel better, you'll be more focused, you'll have more energy, and the end game is you'll be all smiles because you're feeling good. You'll share the joy.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys will get a chance to check out some of these products from Hemp for Life Wellness, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, let's look at some of these products. So this is the CBD guy, just in case you guys don't know, that's this guy. But yeah, some of these products over here, Hemp for Life Wellness, you've got the pain muscle cream, and even though it's catered for the pro athlete, such as myself and other people, you know, out there, you know, playing professionally, it also works great for people who aren't athletes. You don't have to be an athlete to use this stuff. If you have muscle pains, it'll work just as fine for you. Maybe even 10 times better than what you're already using. So I think that it's a great cream. You know, I think it gives you a lot of the properties that you would get from smoking regular marijuana with THC. It's just you're not getting high. Like, you still get the muscle relaxation. They have the tincture. If you need any CBD oils for better sleep at night, I know that it works very well. I can only speak on the things that I use, but I use it in the products. And the feedback that I get from other people, if you check my Instagram, Rockstar Hoops on Instagram, you'll see some of the coaches that work with me, they've been singing the praises too, and they have sciatica. Some of this stuff specifically works for sciatica, you know? So
I can speak. I'm 71. I do hard labor my whole life. I'm still doing hard labor. I had sciatica problems.
right.
I fractured my spine. I had Lyme disease 13 times. I start my day off with my CBD cream. I put on the warm, get the blood flow going. I use my daytime tincture to make me very calm and clear, because you never know what you're walking out your door to. And at night, I use my other formula, which is a food formula, which will build up lactic acid when you work out in your muscles. So a special formula to reduce the lactic acid in your muscles so you recover much quicker. We also have a PM tincture for people who have trouble sleeping. So it's a win-win situation. We have different delivery systems. We make it very easy to use, and everybody can benefit. I just had a person come down and said, "Oh, my mama hurts her back. She bought some roll-on. It's a perfect product for your parents, your grandparents, and for yourselves. Great safety profile. No one's ever overdosed from cannabis at all. The only side effect is a sense of wellness. So it's a win-win situation by incorporating CBDs and cannabis in your life. We encourage everybody to get educated, because when you're educated, you make educated decisions, and you have educated questions. And you have to know more than your doctors. Because the doctors have not been educated in the science of cannabis. So I recommend to everybody go to projectcbd.org. It's a non-for-profit scientific advisory board that has tons of scientific information, because it's all about the science. So the science proves that cannabis is the most beneficial plant on the planet. It's been used for the history of mankind, over 25,000 uses. Our country was founded on cannabis. George Washington's first enactment. Every colonist had to grow hemp to pay for their taxes. So,
yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, as long as people know where they can find you and where they can find me, you guys can reach out to me if you got any interest in some of the things that we do. I partner with many companies such as Refill with Kayvon Reed. He's been doing great things out here, and connecting with senators, things of that nature. I also do I work with Mr. Daniels. Mr. Daniels is this company here.
it's
You
real.
can see it. That's Mr. Daniels. It's a cigar company. Also, hi Jack. So make sure, try to make sure I align people's interests the best way I can. So you guys can reach out to me at rockstarhoops@gmail.com, and we'll have a conversation.
And I'm healthforlifewellness.com.
The CBD guy.
I'm the CBD guy.
See the superhero? That's him. I told you.
I'm out to save the planet. I have a tremendous mission, but we're going to make it happen, because I'm a superhero. I've spent 6 years turning myself into a superhero. So you're in very good hands with Hemp for Life Wellness. I take very good care from you. Customer service.
Say 2 things that needs to miss.
All right, thank you so much.
You're still here. You're
I'm
not
here.
going anywhere. You don't have to tell them everything. Don't lie. No. Thank you.
Hi there, Craig.
Hi, join me, please.
How are you?
I'm happy to have you in
Hello,
my life.
everyone. Yes,
Please tell
yes.
everybody about yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Santos, CEO and founder of Canna Coverage. Canna Coverage provides risk management and insurance services for everything cannabis, from your dispensaries to cultivation, manufacturing, transportation, plus all the ancillary businesses, your law firms, your accounting firms, even your venture capitalists, those lending money to the cannabispreneurs out there.
Yeah. We need money.
Yes.
I can
Need
tell
money?
you personally, I need money, so please feel free to send money.
But then what do you do when you get the money, right?
I put it in the car.
Yes, but you have to protect your money, right? Because there's no outside protection, there's no FDIC
Yes.
insured, right?
Yes.
So you have to have specific cannabis insurance, your property coverage, your general liability, product liability is huge, just like any other industry. So you're like pharmaceutical, alcohol industry, agricultural. Every business, they're highly regulated, but there's high compliance, and then there's going above and beyond and
And
compliance.
also, when you're a farmer, you're just a gambler. You can put all the energy and effort into your crop, but nature is nature. You're gonna have a hailstorm come in and wipe out your crop. Cannabis crop insurance
Yes,
is very important.
yes,
Being compliant is very important.
yeah,
You have to have COAs on all your products. You have to worry about security. So having the proper company, protecting you A through Z, you can't put a price to it because there's so many variable factors that happen in the cannabis industry, more so than a lot of other industries because technically it's still illegal, but you need the insurance to cover you because stuff happens in life.
Yeah, stuff happens every day.
Every day you don't know what you're going to wake up to. So having the right coverage, you can sleep better at night.
Yeah,
And without sleep, nothing happens.
without peace of mind,
You have
right?
peace of mind. So
Yeah.
having the right,
If you default on that loan, if you have one bad day, that bad day can close your business doors forever. But guess what? You still owe that money to the bank or to the
Exactly.
venture capitalist. And then how do you move forward with a $500,000 loan that you can't pay because there was a smash and grab. They stole all your product, they hit your cash room, and they killed one of your employees, right?
Well,
We've
yeah.
seen that happen out in Oakland, California. These are real life events that have taken place.
or you have a bad partner who steals all your money, which happened to me, unfortunately, at age 70. I had a partner stole $100,000. My other partner died. I went bankrupt at 70 years old.
I'm so sorry, Craig.
So am I.
Yeah, but
But you know what?
this is a real life case study of things that can go wrong in any business. But now you're talking about being in a highly risky market of cannabis, and all these entrepreneurs are being born, and it is leading to economic growth and job creation. And they talk about the great migration of folks leaving their employers. They're all coming to cannabis,
Well, it's
right?
it's the green
But-
revolution.
Yes, it is.
It's nothing more honorable to be involved in the green revolution.
That's right.
Not everybody's going to grow the plant, but there's so many other areas you can be involved in on the backside, which is less regulated and more profitable. Because when you touch the plant, every plant has a barcode. You're regulated from seed to shelf. So there's so many other areas you can get in cannabis because over 25,000 uses. You can be an artist, you can use hemp oil to paint. Henry Ford ran his Model T on hemp oil. If you're a construction worker, they have hemp concrete, hemp rebar, hemp fiberboard, endless.
Yeah.
So whatever area you want to get involved in, there's a spot in the cannabis world.
Yes.
And you'll make a righteous living helping people. You'll have an eco-friendly product that does not add to the pollution of the planet. In fact,
Amen. Amen.
cannabis heals the soil. In Fukuyama in Japan, at the nuclear power plant, the soil got radioactive. They're planting hemp to clean the soil. Certainly not going to use that crop for medicine, but hemp restores the life in the soils.
Yep.
So
It absorbs all the pollutants.
all the heavy
Yeah.
metals. Also, it replaces 10 acres of trees for paper cups. It's more friendly on the environment, less water. So it's a win-win situation for everybody and the planet. And our goal is to educate everybody, encourage everybody to get involved, and we'll leave a better planet for our little ones, because they're going to inherit what we did.
Yeah.
And the time is now, not later. Now is the time. Get off the couch, get involved, whatever area you want, even if it's just like hemp seed.
Yeah.
Start small. Incorporate hemp seed in your salads, in your yogurt, with the essential omega-3. It'll help the wellness of your body. The goal is just to be well.
Yeah. But Craig, from what I've heard, hemp used to be the #1 grown crop in the United States, and I believe across the globe.
Up to 1937,
Yeah,
everything was hemp.
everything was hemp. Clothing made out of hemp, ropes. It's documented that when he was a general, George Washington, before he was president, documented in his diary that he used hemp for his horses to keep them calm during war times. You know, imagine hearing the cannon shoot off and the muskets, and because they didn't have rifles back then, right? So that sound would scare the horses. So they use CBD to keep the horses calm. They always also use it for the soldiers, because the soldiers, they used to march, right, hundreds of miles. So your knees or your feet might start to hurt after 50 miles, after 100 miles, definitely after 200 miles. And they use hemp, CBD, and I think they use a little cannabis
They
too.
also did, listen.
So that is documented.
George
And then it was
Washington, Thomas Jefferson,
Henry Ford. Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. His favorite activity was sitting on his front porch, playing
Who
some
knew?
harmonica,
Yeah.
smoking cannabis.
Yeah.
That was his
He's
favorite
very
activity.
creative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Henry
That's
Ford
when
ran
he
his.
wrote the Emancipation Proclamation.
So up to 1937, cannabis was the most prescribed medication. It was sent away to Sears Roebuck catalog gifts, a tincture. 1937, when they made the Marijuana Tax Act, they came out with reefer madness, everything stopped. The only time they legalized it was the WW2. We had hemp for victory, because we can get hemp from the Philippines because Japan invaded the Philippines. So we had hemp for victory.
Yeah.
We allowed Midwest farms to go ahead. So when George Bush Sr. jumped out of his airplane, it was the hemp fibers that kept the parachute open.
Yeah.
So
Amazing applications. So many purposes for hemp and for cannabis.
right.
They say when you process hemp, it can be more fine than cotton.
Right.
So we want to bring hemp back to the clothing industry, the garment industry.
Paper.
Yeah, the auto
Pla-
industry, they're
plastic.
using it for insulation in cars, for upholstery in the vehicles, and it just has so many
Right.
applications.
Also now dairy farmers are incorporating hemp for the feed for the cows. The milk production has gone up. The cows are more
Healthy.
healthy. Even when they cross over with a smile. So, and everybody gets vital-rich
That organic.
cannabinoids
Yeah.
in their milk when the cows are fed cannabis.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation, and fortunately, the tide is changing. Now that we have the science, people are realizing it's not a bunch of hippies back in the 70s promoting cannabis. The science is there. You can't dispute the science. Cannabis is the most beneficial plant on the planet.
But do not get into the business without having proper risk management strategies and insurance services, so that one bad day doesn't put you out of business. We're here to help you become to recover financially, so you can be sustainable year 2, year 5, year 20, etc.
And
in your business.
And maybe you have the joy of passing on to your children.
That's
And
right.
the second and third generation join the business. There's nothing more beautiful when the family works together. The same cause and have a righteous living. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Like-
So we have a great opportunity in front of us to create that generational wealth, but protect your risk always.
Exactly.
Canada coverage.
We all need insurance. You can't leave your house. You can't get in your car without insurance. You need health insurance. You need insurance. It's part of the life.
Yeah, you can't purchase a car and drive off the lot without having insurance. And cannabis is no different. So even if you're in the ancillary business, your law firm, your accounting firm, everyone needs proper insurance in this highly specialized market for insurance in cannabis.
And not every insurance agent is educated in cannabis. You have to be very do your diligence, study, and pick the right person
Yeah,
to represent you in the cannabis field. And I think we have the right person right here.
that's right. Canada coverage and hemp for life.
You got it.
Open your shirt. I'll open mine.
It's a beautiful thing. Doesn't get more beautiful than this. And this is real. This is live.
Yeah.
Athletes in cannabis at the Hilton in Newark. Please come visit us. We're here to the end of the day. I guarantee by the time you leave for the event, you're going to be motivated. You're going to network with the greatest people we have. We got a great team here, and we thank everybody for taking the time to listen to us.
That's right.
So
All
I'll
right.
keep on talking until we have our next guest.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you. I'm still here by myself. I'm hoping we get another person to talk to, but I'll keep on talking. I want to thank everybody for listening to us. I'm Craig Zaffe. I'm the CBD guy. And my goal is to help everybody heal themselves. Please come join us.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey, don't be moving the
I
camera.
want to get him.
Don't be moving the camera. Speak up.
I'm
Present.
speaking up. I'm presenting. Who do we have here?
My name is Mike Ciceri. I'm from Baybotic.
No, please not. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Please tell us about yourself.
So I'm 6'4", my social security number. I'm here with Baybotic. Baybotic is a gold sponsor here today. We are a merchant services company specific in the cannabis space. So
Which is well needed.
well needed, absolutely. It's not an easy landscape to navigate. So we try to effectively take the pressures and the pain points out of learning how to effectively process payments other than cash, whether that's online at retail, B2B or B2C. In the cannabis space, it's not being federally legal, so there's obviously the pain point of not being able to process credit cards. So my company has appropriately set up a way to accept debit cards from the customers at retail for delivery, and yeah, that's what we do. Take away the cash liability.
Right. I can speak from experience being in the cannabis space since 2015. Trying to get merchant services is almost impossible. Nationwide banks will not do it.
Absolutely.
I've been closed down 4 or 5 times. I've been blacklisted. So if you have someone that gets you merchant services, you're halfway there. Because if you can't process credit cards, you can't do a lot of business.
Absolutely.
So you need the flexibility, even if it's a debit card, that works. So you can prosper in business, make sales, take the money, right into your business account. It's a win-win situation. But you need the right people behind you to make it happen.
That's right.
Because let me tell you, nothing more frustrating filling out these applications for merchant services like going to get a mortgage.
100%.
It's a 20-page application. Then you have to get proof of your physical ID. You need voided checks. You need 3 months of statements. You have to have COAs on all your products. You need someone who's experienced to help guide you so you can do what you do. Not everybody has the expertise to navigate merchant services. So it's important you get the right person to make it happen. As we have right here, live in front of everybody, a man who can make it happen for you. So I tell everybody, please, this is the guy who can make it happen if you work with the cannabis.
We got it. We want the merchants, we want the business owners to worry about getting their product in, getting their employees to get to work on time, inventory, not worry about merchant services.
Exactly.
Take the headache away and allow you to process payments effectively.
And it is a big headache. When you don't have merchant services, I've dealt just in cash. You build a trusting relationship with your clients. So I would send them a product, and I said, once you get the product, you send me the cash. And it builds a relationship, but having merchant services is so much easier. Because then they go on your website, they give the information for credit card processing, boom, you make the sale, you get paid, and move on to the next client. So it's a win-win situation to have the right people on board, especially in the cannabis field, because no other field in any other industry is put through what we are put through, since the federal government, the banking laws are not on board yet. So you have to have the right people behind you to make you operate more smoothly, because life is hard enough on a good day.
100%. And even when it becomes federally regulated, it's still going to be a difficult landscape to navigate, and we're still behind you.
Right.
And we're going to help you all the steps of the way.
They become part of your family. I mean, another part of your family.
Right.
You need good people in your life, and you need everybody on board to be a successful company. Because there's a lot of competition out there. Everybody's jumping on board, but I feel that we can separate ourselves from the masses, having the right people around us, giving everybody the best service, the best product, and an easy payment system. Everybody doesn't have patience, so you have to make it very convenient for people when they buy your product.
Absolutely.
Having the right people behind you, the merchant services, you can't put a price to it. So I think we're very lucky to have somebody this young in the industry making it happen for all of us.
Well, I appreciate you saying I was young, so thank you for
I'm 71, brother.
Oh, you look great, man.
Full-time job, staying healthy. I gotta be healthier next year than this year. I still
Got
do hard labor every day. Landscape is still at 71.
I work 8 days a week.
Only
8 days.
what
That's
you
it.
do with the other days?
Spend time with my dogs and travel.
I miss my dogs. I had all my dogs in CBD.
Yeah.
We all have an endocannabinoid system. So all life forms can benefit from incorporating cannabis in their lifestyle. Hope everybody listens to us and plants the seed of wellness and get off the couch and make it happen.
You got it.
Because if you don't have your health, you have nothing in life. You have all the money in the bank. You don't have your health, your poverty's struggling. So get your health, have cannabis in your lifestyle, have the right people behind you. Everybody wins.
Yeah, that's why I mean I will say this: in the cannabis space, I think everybody, for the most part, looks out for them.
Well, we're part of the cannabis tribe. I mean, cannabis brings people together. Oldest domesticated crops in the history of mankind. Been used for 10,000 years. For food, fiber, medicine, spiritual awareness, and just feeling good. Every great civilization is built on hemp, including America. We founded on hemp. Up to 1937, everybody used hemp. All the farmers fed their cows hemp. We sent away from tincture of Sears Roebuck. And that all changed in 1937. Now it's 2022. It's a whole different year. The science is behind the plant. More people are becoming aware of the benefits, and everybody wins. So it's a whole situation. Get involved in the green space of cannabis. You heal yourself, you heal the planet, you leave it the planet better for the children. What more would you want in life?
Got it.
So it's all a beautiful thing.
Thank you, everybody.
I thank you for
Thank you.
joining me.
I appreciate
I
it.
thank you for everything you do.
Absolutely, I appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're still here live. Athletes in Cannabis and Rework. We have another very special person coming. I'm so honored to share the screen.
Hey there.
Please
Thank you.
tell the world who you
Hey there,
are and how
guys.
lucky we are to
Wow.
have you here.
Yeah, it is a pleasure, a major pleasure being here. Guys, I am celebrity chef Michelle Collins. You can find me on www.chefcreations.net. I am so jazzed about being a part of this event. I am a certified cannabis chef with Cordon Bleu trained. I do amazing premium edibles using high quality ingredients. So that everything, only the best. The phenomenal thing is I use a lot of the Amish butter, the goat butter, the castor sugar, and I do infusions and everything. So just from your edibles, just as well as all your spices. So I brought with me a line of spices today. That's the all-in-one, giving everybody samples of that, which is delicious. And we're just having a great time hanging out with you guys. So I am honored to be here. This is phenomenal.
We're so blessed because a lot of people in the edibles, they don't make a nutritious edible.
Right, right,
The whole goal of cannabis is wellness.
right. That's so right.
We're so fortunate that this young lady is ahead of the curve. She makes sure that everything she makes is going to benefit you.
That is so
Her
correct.
ingredients
Are elevated.
are elevated. Everything she does is elevated. And her roots come from Louisiana.
Louisiana, yes, sir.
You cannot get any more real. People who grow in Louisiana,
Oh my goodness.
they are just a joy.
Well, you know, the amazing thing is, even when it just comes to health and wellness, like you just stated, I just believe in using a lot of the fresh herbs, from your rosemary, your thyme, your basil. When we're talking about the cannabis plant, it has a lot of terpenes on the inside, and also flavonoids, so I mix the two. So if I'm using an amazing OG Kush or a Blue Dream or anything that's a birthday cake, those terpenes are beautiful, from lavender to citrus to pinene, and then I marry those with just fresh herbs. So not only Do I have patients and have clients that have breast cancer and then also have had knee surgery, shoulder surgery, and back surgery? The phenomenal thing is cannabis helps as far as just healing. It helps.
You work with the endocannabinoid system.
Yes, sir.
Which everybody has, all animals, all people. We make our own natural cannabinoids.
And that's phenomenal because everyone doesn't know that.
Well, that's where education comes in.
Exactly.
So as we get older, we become endocannabinoid deficient. We turn to grandma and grandpa. We get arthritis, we're really cranky.
Yes.
We don't feel good.
Yes.
We're endocannabinoid deficient.
Yes.
How are we going to change that? Incorporate cannabis in your lifestyle.
Right.
Restore the balance.
Restore the balance.
It's all about balance and wellness. You give me your body what it needs. The body is a perfect, it's divine intervention.
Yes, it
the
is.
Human body.
And the cannabinoids also bring us back into homeostasis. So just to even talk about that endocannabinoid system, and when you talk about homeostasis, it brings you back to balance. And you'll be amazed as far as taking a CBD or CBG or CBN or CBL, how it attacks not only that the plant is so amazing till you have stomach issues, but the cannabinoids are so phenomenal and the receptors in our body are just like triggers. And you'll be like, my knee feels better, or my shoulder feels better, or I don't have any type of anxiety or depression. So it works within the body where you may think that it's focusing on one piece of the puzzle within you because you're having stomach issues or you're having other kind of issues, and it works with a full-fledged entourage effect where it just brings you completely back into balance the way that it should be naturally. How wonderful is that?
And the only side effect is a sense of wellness.
Yes.
Compared to pharmaceutical drugs, the side effects go on for a half hour. You forgot the condition you had.
Right.
Where cannabis, you restore what your body naturally makes. You have a sense of wellness. You get your groove back.
Yes, you do.
And everybody wants to get their groove back. No one wants to grow old. No one recommends it. And everybody has health issues.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
and starting
Oh,
at
wow.
a very early age.
At a
because
very early age.
unfortunately, everybody eats too much. No one gets off the couch. And everybody stays with their health. And if you don't have your health, you have nothing in life.
You know, the amazing thing about it is, not as a certified cannabis chef, that I am doing, I do the butters that are infused, but then I'll do compound butters.
Right.
So incorporating the extra virgin olive oil, your butters, your Amish butter, your goat butter, the different butters that have high fat content with the infusion are absolutely amazing, like you just said, for the omega-3, and then also using those MCT oils works just as well. But when you're having it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're infusing it into your meals on a regular basis, you're restoring your body, and that's what's just phenomenal about the plant.
And you know what? You can dance at your daughter's wedding.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
How more beautiful than that? But if you let your body go down, you're not going to have the joy of dancing with your daughter or your son at the wedding.
You're right.
So you
You're
have
so right.
to get your priorities in life straight.
That's right.
Forget about
That's right,
just
guys.
consuming. Invest in your health.
Invest in your health is so correct.
$3 or $4 a day investing in your health
It makes a huge difference.
compared to buying a Big Mac.
Right.
Most of the people eat Big Macs. Invest in your health. Because without your health, you have absolutely nothing.
And there are so many different cannabinoids in this plant. This plant is golden. God, the Indians have been eating it for 500 years, and the Lord God has given us this plant for healing. And just to be able to break it down to know exactly how each one of those cannabinoids work within our system is golden. So just with that, there is a lot that we can do with the plant. So I myself put it in the herbs and spices. So I have 45 herbs and spices, from your onion powder, your garlic powder, your kosher salt, your white pepper, your cinnamon, and then also a little bit of your some turmeric. Oh my God, the turmeric, yes sir. I mean, that all of these. So I have 45 that are CBD, CBG, and then I also have 45 because I am from Dallas, Texas, and what is legal for us, due to the 2018 hemp farm bill, what's legal for us is hemp. Anything hemp derived as THC is legal. You know, so I use a lot of product that's the Delta 8 for those that are more or less have severe pain. If you want recreational, I got it. If you're looking for something medicinal, I got that just as well. So even as a chef, I do private fine dining events. So I do 5-course meals, then I also do 7-course dinner meals, and we microdose accordingly. Of course. And we keep it nice and light. We do infuse with the CBD, the CBG, and the Delta 8 and Delta 9. And then I travel. So I've been on private jets. I've been a private chef for retired NFL players. So I love being here to mix and mingle with these guys. It's just like it's
A dream come true.
phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
I feel so fortunate to be part of Athletes
It's
in
phenomenal.
Cannabis. just meet everybody in the cannabis shop. You can't put a price on it.
You cannot. This is
I-
amazing.
I just made a friend for life. This doesn't happen if you stay
Oh my
home.
goodness.
You have to get off the couch, as my partner Reggie Grant says.
This is amazing.
You have to be in the room.
You got to be in the room.
You gotta be in the room.
And he has said that so many times, and it just resonates in my heart. So I'm so happy to be a part of this with
Right,
you guys.
and you have to operate out of your comfort zone.
That's right.
You have to really
That's
push
right.
yourself. If you told me 6 years ago I'd be doing this, I said, no. I live a grand life, so I'm up at 5, I go to bed at 8 o'clock. Why would I go into the city?
Oh my goodness.
Go into, going to New Jersey.
And it has been a joy being with you this weekend. I have learned so much from you. This is amazing.
Well, my goal is to educate everybody about the most beneficial plant on the planet and bring the most beautiful people in my life, because I'm very wealthy with the people in my life. My bank account is frank. But the people I have in my life, priceless.
It's
People
priceless.
will be in my life forever.
That's right. That's right.
You never have enough good people in your life.
You stuck with me. I'm sorry. You're stuck with me.
So I'll bring you
Yes,
home.
yes,
My
good deal.
my wife is gonna share me, because I do all the cooking, so
I
we're
love
gonna have
it. We're gonna have a good time.
we're gonna have a good time cooking. And I have a Magic Chef 1974, still a 5-course meal.
Wow, wow, wow. We're gonna have a great time, guys.
I grow all my own herbs, all my fresh
Oh,
vegetables.
yes. Oh my goodness, that's
And I'm the
phenomenal.
happiest when I'm in front of the kitchen sauteing my onions.
That's right. That's perfect.
And my
Perfect.
wife comes home, she walks and says, that smells good.
It smells good.
And even before I left, I cooked for my wife. I spoke to her
Wow.
last night. She said, I walked in the kitchen, that chicken you made smells great.
Oh my goodness, that's phenomenal. That is amazing. Guys, the amazing thing about this, eating your way to health is exactly the way to go. We got to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And why not do it the right way? And then, like you just said, infusing those cannabinoids into our everyday entrees. And then I love it that you have a fresh herb garden. So you're picking it up a notch the same way that I am. And that's amazing.
I was the first organic landscaper in New York State, 1973. I introduced urban landscaping.
Awesome.
So I try to encourage people, get rid of the lawn, plant food,
Plant
plant
food
vegetables, herbs.
makes a huge difference.
I have clients, they spend $50,000 on the kitchen. They got $20,000 stove. I said, is the cooking in it then? No.
No.
I said, then why did you spend all that kind of stuff? You did not
Wow.
cook.
Wow.
So food is so important.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's one thing you can have control of, is what you put in your body,
Let's put it in your body.
and what comes out of your mouth.
That's right.
Those are the only two things you control in life.
Wow. Wow. You can say a mouthful. But this plant is everything. I am honored to be here. So guys, you can reach me at 469-325-8000, or you can go to the website, which is www.chefscreations.net. And then also Celebrity Chef Collins on Instagram. And I'm also Chef Michelle on Facebook. So again,
She's
just being a
real.
part of this is phenomenal. Thank you
She is
guys so
just
very
incredible,
much.
and I thank you
Oh,
so
no,
much.
no, 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 no.
What's your website?
I did. Yes, sir, I did.
Again?
Yeah, yes.
So the website
One
again,
more
guys.
time. One more time.
One more
In
time.
case they won't listen.
The website again, guys, is www.chefscreations.net, and that's chef, CHEFS, creation, CREATIONS.net. And then you can reach me also 469-325-8000. I'm a world travel chef, so I'm quick to get on a private jet or to get on a plane to come see you guys. Again, I do the 5-course to 7-course fine dining events. I do amazing premium edibles just as well as spices, and it's been phenomenal and a major blessing for me to be here with you guys. Thank you so much.
We are so fortunate to have you join our team. Thank you for joining.
Like I said, you're stuck with me. This is great.
Listen,
Thank you, guys.
I'm bringing you home, honey.
Have a great evening. I appreciate you. Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay. Please. Hi. Tell the world who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Nicole Duncan and I'm with CFG Bank.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Because we need banking in the cannabis.
Yes, yes, the cannabis industry definitely needs great banks. We are headquartered in Baltimore, but we're actually banking in different states.
Which is wonderful, since I'm in New York, so it's nice to have a bank that does banking in other states, because in the cannabis field, very difficult to get banking.
Yes, it is.
At the moment, I'm in Teachers Federal Credit Union. I used to be with Bank of America for 50 years. They shut me down because they won't do CBDs.
Right.
So find a cannabis-friendly bank is priceless. So
Yeah.
we have a cannabis-friendly banker right here. Let you know if you need a banker. this is where you go.
Yeah.
So please tell a little bit more.
So we started about 15 months ago with cannabis lending. We actually kind of did a little bit opposite of what people normally do. Normally people start with deposits and then they go into lending. We actually started with lending 15 months ago, and it's gone great. We've learned a lot. We are probably one of the largest cannabis lenders in the country now.
Really?
Yep.
I should personally talk to you also, because I can do some funding myself.
And then a couple months ago, we started up our deposit program because our lending clients were so pleased with the service they were receiving on the lending side that they said, "Can we give you our deposits?" So we started a deposit program and have gone through everything to set up to do all the monitoring we need to do. We only have 2 small branches in Baltimore. So like I said, we're able to do it in different states. And we do that through our automated monitoring service, and we've contracted with a cash transit service. So we can do cash pickups in any state.
Which is very important because this is the cash industry, security is very important.
Yep.
So,
So that's our story.
so I think it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
So I think, have anything else you want to share?
So I would just say that our goal as a cannabis friendly financial institution is to be a little bit different and to have competitive fees, because we know that a lot of banks have very high fees for the cannabis industry, and to be really service oriented and very cannabis industry friendly, and to take a different approach of, making our clients feel like we're doing a favor by giving them bank accounts and actually providing great service.
Oh, it's all about service.
Yeah.
I think organic landscape since 1972. It's all about service. It's all about your last service. It doesn't matter for the last 20 years, your great service. The one time you mess
So
up.
one time you mess up, they'll tell 10 people.
Exactly.
The one time you're great, they'll tell one person.
Exactly. So if you have someone who's all about the service, who go the extra 9 yards, make that phone call, take a drive, make sure you're okay. You can't put a price to that. If you're going to sleep better at night, you only have the right people behind you. And that's the whole thing, is you have to have the right people behind you to make you a success. It's very difficult for one person to do it all. As much as we're all talented, you can't do everything. You need the right people at the right time to come into your life.
That is true.
You become part of the fabric of who you are. Phone call away. Everybody wins. So you have to do your research. Not everybody can do what they do.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
So CFG Bank, based in Baltimore, Maryland. So look us up.
and I've been in Baltimore quite a few times. I had partners who live there. I used to come down.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. Best crafts.
Yeah. Best crab cakes. Yep. Absolutely.
It's all good. So I thank you for taking the time, sharing everything for our audience, and I hope everybody pays attention. They need a bank, please. The website where they can reach out to you.
We do. It is the CFGbank.com. CFGbank.com.
Your name again is?
Nicole.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you have any questions, go to the website. I'm sure they have a phone number listed.
We do.
Make a phone call. She'll take the time to explain exactly
What our
Can I help you?
requirements and guidelines. Yeah.
exactly. I'm sure you require, EIN number,
Yeah.
federal ID number,
Absolutely.
voided check number.
Yeah.
You want 3 months banking
Yeah,
statements.
banking statements, organizational documents,
Certificate of
potentially tax
analysis.
statements. Yeah.
So you have to be compliant.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
operate. in
So
this-
that is one thing we are very, very clear about. You have to be in compliance with all your regulations and everything for us to be able to bank you.
If you're not compliant, they're gonna shut you down. Nothing worse is when they come and says you're not compliant, we're shutting you down. So the key is, you have to cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure every step of the way in the process, you're compliant. Because when you're
It's in
compliant,
your best interest to be.
and for your customers,
Yeah.
certificates of analysis, they wanna know a third-party analysis of your products. They wanna make sure that's the safest product to put in their body.
Yeah.
So you can't cut corners. You have to do everything basically by the book.
Right.
And in the cannabis field, you have a tremendous amount of regulations, what you can and can't do compared to other businesses. And the more you educate yourself in the process, the less
Keep your eyes
headaches.
open.
My eyes always closed, I'm thinking.
You can't be thinking on the camera.
I'm
You gotta
thinking every
think with
time.
your eyes open.
I need to some sunglasses. That'll
I'll
be
buy
the
you
cool.
some sunglasses so you can be the cool CBD
I'm
guy.
I'm the best CBD guy you ever had. So please be compliant, do your homework, reach out to our friend here. She'll take good care of you. Service is the name of the game. They'll spend the extra 15 minutes with you on a phone call. They have your back, and they'll go the whole 9 yards to make sure you're a success.
Right.
Without them, you're not going to be a success.
You are.
So you have to bring the right people.
You need a bank.
Part of your team. Good banking, good insurance, good people around you to be a success. Without that, you're gonna waste a whole lot of your money, your time, and in the end, you're gonna say, what happened? So, do your research, don't rush to get into business, take your time,
All right, guys.
do everything you need, and then you'll be a success.
Yep, and good luck to everybody. We wish
Thank
everybody
you.
the best of luck.
And I thank you so much for
thank
sharing everything that you shared with us, and we're so honored
Great.
to have you part of it.
But it's
Thank
time
you.
to go. It's time to go. We love you.
We love you. All right, get back to work. It's all good.
Thank you, dear.
All right, who else do we have to talk?
When I say close, you gotta close it.
All right,
That doesn't mean participate in the course.
all right.
Just close it. Let them be who they are.
Who do we have here?
I am Teresa Kearney. I am with Cannabis Payroll.
Tell me all about yourself.
So I am Teresa Kearney. I'm with Panacea Payroll. We are a woman-owned business located west of Philadelphia, the suburbs. We have been in the payroll business for over 30 years, about 35 years. We have been in cannabis payroll for about 5 years.
And I think it's wonderful that all the women, the original healers with cannabis, are involved in the industry. So it's so important that the women are really coming in the forefront of the cannabis industry because they are the healers of the planet.
I agree.
So it's so important that more women are getting involved. For me, it's just pure delight being another wonderful young lady involved in the cannabis business. So tell them more about what's going on. You have a website.
We do. It's www.panaceapayroll.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Panacea Payroll. We are on Twitter as Panacea Teresa. That's Teresa with no H, just Teresa.
I like that.
Thank you. So we started in Pennsylvania where we're located with just a handful of cannabis clients. We are now in 23 different states.
Incredible. We have, and what, 6 months or so?
Oh no, we've been in this for almost 5 years.
Oh, so even 5 years. That's good.
So we travel around, we do a number of different events like today, different shows, meet as many people as we can, try to be of value to our clients. And, oh, I'm sorry, am I not loud enough?
Never.
No one ever tells me that, Reggie.
Well, Reggie,
Ever.
Reggie will let you know, believe me.
Okay.
All right.
So we can do payroll for anyone around the country in any part of the cannabis industry. We can actually, we've learned how to do payroll in all the traditional kind of ways. We can do direct deposit. We handle all of their taxes. We help with HR services, timekeeping, scheduling. And people don't really realize how accounting and payroll work very closely together, especially for cannabis businesses.
It's a very important part of the industry. You need
Yes.
the right people behind you. Certainly payroll, accounting, it
Absolutely.
goes hand in hand because you have to keep track of everything.
Yes. And bookkeeping is also very important.
Also, because at the end of the day, when you have to file your taxes, you have the right person behind you because they have you covered.
And a lot of people will say, well, I have my brother-in-law doing the payroll for my restaurant.
Right.
Or, you know, somebody, I do my own payroll. And 9 times out of 10, that's okay. It's not a great idea. In cannabis, it's a horrible idea.
Exactly.
It's not so much a matter of if you're going to be audited, but when. So you need to make sure that every single duck is in a row, everything is accounted for, You have maximized your 280E and all of your job costing, and payroll and accounting work very closely together to help you manage.
Exactly. And in the cannabis field, we know it's a very tough industry because the way the federal government views it. So your tax off the chart, 30% you don't get the normal deductions. So it's so important to bring the right people behind you to have your back. So at the end of the day, you get to keep some of the money that you made.
Absolutely.
Because you're working so hard and you're the last to get paid.
Absolutely.
So having the right people on board is so important to making a success. So
Yes.
without the right people, you're going to flounder.
And that's
So-
the thing. You started a cannabis business to do what you do, whether that's growing or having a dispensary because you're good at selling and retail. You got into the business to do what you do and what you love. Don't spend or waste your time doing something like payroll or accounting when you should be hiring a professional. If that's not your wheelhouse, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Exactly. You need the experts behind you to free you up to do what you do in life.
Absolutely.
Because there's enough hours in the day. Who else works all day to start to do the books?
That's right.
It's not, for me, it's not a joy.
And one tip I really want to give people that I see over and over again in this industry is don't fall into the trap of deciding you're going to pay everybody who works for you as a 1099 contract. Don't do it. It is initially the easy route, and everyone thinks, well, I don't want to pay payroll taxes. Nobody wants to pay payroll taxes. I don't want to. Nobody wants to.
Explain to the audience what a 1099 is.
So you hire somebody to work for you and they work for a certain amount of time and you just give them the cash and trust that they are going to pay the
Right.
appropriate.
So they're a subcontractor, basically.
Exactly. The IRS puts out a checklist. It's a 20-point checklist. And if you say yes to anything on that checklist, then the people who work for you are employees and should have taxes taken out and get a W-2 at the end of the year. And a lot of cannabis businesses, I would say especially in cultivation, fall into that trap.
Right.
I'm just going to pay everyone as a 1099 so that I don't have to file payroll taxes.
And then it comes back to bite the butt.
It does. That is a giant red flag to the IRS. That is one of the first things they look at. As I said before, eventually being in cannabis, you're going to get audited. And that's one of the first things they look at. So you will end up paying back taxes, late fees, interest on all of it. And it can quickly put you right out of business just by making that one mistake.
In a moment of time.
Exactly.
So get educated, make the right decisions ahead of time, and avoid complications later in life, which will be very costly. So you have to get educated, get the right people on board. They're the experts. Your expertise is either growing it or selling it. You're not a bookkeeper. You're not an accountant. You need the right people behind you to make you a success. The bottom line is your bottom dollar.
That's right.
And you don't want to give it to the government because they're going to waste it.
Be smart and get all of those pieces in order and then put them all in touch with each other. We are a payroll company. We will work with your accountant. We will work with your bookkeeper. We'll work with your insurance company. Get all your pieces together and have them work together because that will end up doing the best job for your business.
It's a win-win situation for everybody.
It is.
You have the right people on board. Everybody's working as a team. The end result is everybody's happy. You don't have the migraine headaches and things going on. You have the right people. You do your research. You avoid the pitfalls because you're compliant from day one. The end result is you'll be a better business person and you'll make a righteous living.
That's right.
Because we're involved in cannabis because it's the most beneficial plant on the planet. And we want to heal the planet, heal the people, and also make, as my partner says, gas money. So do your research, educate yourself, get the right people on board, and then you can move forward. If you don't do that, it's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. I learned a lot of mistakes when I first started my first CBD business in
Everyone
2015. I made every mistake you make possible. I've learned from my mistakes in life. So do your research, educate yourself, with the right people on board. You have a very good chance of making a righteous living without a lot of headaches.
We're here to help. Let us help.
Exactly. Just a phone call away. They're all about the service. And that's, you can't put a price to that. You have people behind you that are there to help. So I recommend everybody, please go to the website, reach out to them. Hopefully you'll have the right people behind you. I encourage everybody, again, educated, the right teams together. Everybody's going to benefit. On doing the right people together, because it's a rocky road out there in the cannabis world without the right team behind you. We're all here to educate you, guide you along, connect you with the right people. That's why athletes in cannabis is so important. The best people in every industry together, so everybody can benefit having the right people on it. So, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you for taking time out of your life.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Sharing everything you know. And hopefully, everybody's going to come forward and it'll be a better world.
That's right.
So I thank you.
Thank you, Craig. I appreciate
And
it.
we both have to learn to talk louder
Fair.
because Reggie's going to be yelling at us.
No one ever tells me that. Usually I have to tone it down. I'm too loud.
Reggie's always telling me, keep your eyes open and talk loud. I said, Reggie, I do my thinking with my eyes closed. This is education.
So as it is.
I thank you. I look forward to seeing you a little bit later. And I'm looking forward to my next guest, whoever that is, but I'm sure somebody will be coming soon. If not, I'll be talking.
That's right.
Thank you so much. So I'm Craig Savvy. I'm known as the CBD guy. I'm with Hemp for Life Inc. and my website is Hemp for Life Wellness. We have incredible products, and we're going to have another gentleman come to talk to you in a matter of moments. It's going to be right here, and he's right around the corner. And here this man is. Please tell the world who you are and what you're all about, my friend.
What's up? How y'all doing? My name is Kayvon Phillip Reed. I'm the founder and CEO of Refill. I'm the hemper. You feel me? So Refill, we vertically integrated. We do everything from cultivation, manufacturing, and processing, as well as educating. Educating is the biggest part of our whole system because without education, you would tell me.
Exactly. It's all about the education about the most beneficial plant on the planet. So we're all about the education. We're all about providing the very best product. And I'm so blessed meeting this young man who has his hands in the earth, because there's nothing more beautiful than someone who works with the plant.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It keeps you well grounded. It keeps you pure. You're unplugged. You're working with the universe. Working with cannabis is such a beautiful thing.
And that's the biggest thing for me, working with the earth and actually cultivating myself and using my hands. I didn't realize how much therapeutic effects it has. Really finding yourself when you're going every day and you just thinking about nothing and you just working with the ground and you just, next thing you know, it's 3 hours in and it's like you just watch your whole plant just progress. Tomorrow you see a little more flower. The next day you see a little leaf, and you feel good because you're progressing as well as that plant is progressing.
Exactly. It's a symbiotic relationship.
And it's such a beautiful thing to experience. Even my last cultivation, I actually relocated to Georgia. I'm from New York. I'm actually currently from New York, but I relocated to Georgia. And me and my dog grabbed my bag, relocated to Georgia, slept in a tent, 100 days, 100 nights. So I was in the middle of Georgia, sleeping in a tent, growing hemp you know, just for the dream. That's what this is about.
And you're living the dream.
I'm living the dream.
You're helping so many people.
And that's something speechless. Like, you know, I'm just so grateful that God gave me the opportunity, the vision to just be able to help so many people. Because what I'm doing, I really provide medicine. That's how I just see it. And teaching the world how to refill.
That's
You
it.
know?
It's all about the education, educating people about the most beneficial plants on the planet, because it's all about the wellness. Incorporating cannabis in your life, the only side effect will be wellness. And who doesn't want to feel good? Everybody wants to get their groove back. Everybody wants to get up, get off the couch without pain. Nobody wants to turn to grandma and grandpa because they didn't use cannabis. So they had arthritis, they had a lot of aches and pains. So
I'm good.
it's okay, we're
It's
live.
okay.
It's okay, we're live.
Come say hi.
Please say hi.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Tell them who you are, honey.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Evans, and I'm the marketing manager for Ansel, Grimm, and Aaron. And we have a cannabis industry practice. Should you need any information, please feel free to contact me, Rebecca Evans, at anselgrimm.com. Thank you, and these gentlemen are fantastic. They just are wonderful. You guys let me be pulled into your podcast. But
You're part of a family.
this is family.
Cannabis is all about family.
Yes,
We're all connected. Cannabis is shared.
yes,
That's the
absolutely.
whole part. It's the most domesticated crop on the planet. Used for 10,000 years. Every civilization is based on cannabis. So it's so wonderful that so many people,
Yes.
because cannabis is the most persecuted plant on the planet, history of mankind. More brothers and sisters have been sent away for that plant, and we're here to change that. So more people are getting involved and deserve to be involved since they've been victims of the federal government. So we are so honored that more women and more brothers and sisters are involved in cannabis, because the mothers have always been the healers. So to have more women involved in cannabis, it's going back to the way it always was. Because the women are the goddess.
Well, I will not complain about that at all.
You ain't say no lie right there, my brother. You ain't say no lie. Shout out to all the women. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow.
Yes.
Definitely, you know, just another shout out to all of the goddesses. You know, it's just appreciation. I'm raised by a family of women myself, so you know, I hold, you know, women dear to my heart when it comes to the respect and the value I have for them. Shout out my queens, my goddesses all of you. Happy Mother's Day. It was a pleasure.
A friend for life,
Friend for life.
not to mention, you're in my heart.
You see it. You see it. You see it. Shout out Refill. Shout out Refill. Show it up.
Please.
All right, love.
Love and peace, love and respect. Okay, we're still here live. We're waiting for our next person. Come on up. Please tell the world who you are, what you're all about.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, my man.
Great. I'm Marcel K. Here for Cannabis Accountant, as the shirt shows. And we focus on accounting for the cannabis industry.
Which is very important, as we know, because you need someone specializing in accounting for cannabis field. If you know, cannabis is no different animal than any other industry. So it's important that you get the right people behind you, and we all need accountants, especially in the cannabis field. So please tell me about your company.
Okay, well, we're based out of Northern Virginia, but we actually service the entire East Coast and service the entire nation, actually, all 50 states. We've got a great network across the nation of accountants that can help out and be on site when needed. Like I said, we focus primarily on the cannabis industry. There's a misconception often that cannabis-based businesses, can be handled the same way as any other business when it comes to accounting and taxes and things of that nature. So, we make sure that all of our clients are in compliance. Yes, absolutely.
It's all about compliance.
Definitely. You want an accountant that's well versed in 280E, of course, and we are trying to handle that and have everyone's books and finances in order. We can do strategic planning as well.
Explain to the ROIs what 280 is.
Oh well, that's going to be the federal reform actually that is going to have their taxes and finances
we know you have to be compliant with the federal government. Nothing worse than when you get that letter from the IRS saying, wait a minute here, we want some more information.
Yes.
So having the right people behind you make your life so much easier.
Yes. At Cannabis Accountants, we say we like to avoid unnecessary interviews.
Yes.
So essentially, we try to make sure that everyone is in compliance and knows from the start of their business exactly what is expected of them. You know, as far as the federal government is concerned, there's a lot of gray area as far as the federal regulations are concerned with cannabis, but they're very clear. They want your tax dollars. They want to make sure that you know, you're paying all your taxes and you know that you're above board with everything you do.
Well, that's why I said, what, have the right people behind you, that you're compliant, everything right from the right way, because in the cannabis industry, as we know, you're taxed 30% more than any other industry. You don't get the same write-offs. So you need the experts behind you to help you with the accounting, that you get to keep some of the money that you just made. So once again, I can't emphasize, educate yourself, do your research with the right people behind you. Because you need an accountant. Everybody has to file their taxes every year. Unless we have to do it every 3 months, you own your business. Estimated taxes. You have to have the right people. You don't have time to do your own bookkeeping, your own accounting. You're too busy doing what you do. That's why you need the experts behind you so you can sleep at night. You don't have to worry about, did I fill out the right form? Did I take the right deduction? That's what they do. So it's so important. Tell me your website.
So that's going to be www.cannaaccount.com. Yes, and that's CANNACC, that's AACC.com.
That's quite all right. This is live. We're not professionals.
Yes.
I thank you for
Thank you very much.
doing what you're doing. We're lucky to have you. I'm sure this whole experience has been incredible for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Athletes in cannabis.
Absolutely.
We're all so blessed.
Yes, absolutely.
We're all part of the cannabis tribe.
Totally.
It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, we just want folks to remember, whether you give us a call or not, please find a good accountant. Find someone who knows what they're doing. It'll save you a lot of hassle and a lot of money down the road.
And everybody wants to keep as much money in their pocket as possible, because life is very expensive. So it's all good.
Oh, he would.
So I thank you for your time.
Thank you. You have a good one.
You have a better one. All right, I'm here, Craig Zaffe, CBD guy. I own Hemp for Life, Inc. My website is hempforlifewellness.com. We're athletes in cannabis in the Hilton in Newark, New Jersey. We have a great bunch of people here, all the top vendors in cannabis. We have people in insurance and finances. We have seed companies. We have accountants. We have bankers. We have everything you need to operate in the cannabis space. So please educate yourselves, bring the right people on board so you can be a success. So I thank everybody. And hopefully we have one more speaker. Okay, we'll keep them coming. All right, we have our next wonderful guest who's going to tell us everything about herself. Welcome.
How do you do?
I'm doing fine. I'm happy to have you here. Please tell everybody about yourself, what you do.
We
need the props.
I need myself.
All right,
Can we, but you can't see it.
You see it. It's
How can you-
beautiful.
No, the frame is whatever.
Well, you know what?
I'll hold
I'll hold it.
it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. Oh, there you go. That's better.
Run it down.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Claudia Post.
Miss Claudia, make sure you project a lot of that sound.
Have to talk loud.
Be loud.
Me? Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Okay, right.
I'm Claudia Post. 12 years in the cannabis industry.
How wonderful.
And the reason I got into cannabis is because of my son.
who is a famous glass artist.
How beautiful. What's your
Snick,
son's name?
Snick, SNICBARNES, Snick Barnes. And people that are in the know about petty glass, which is this collectible glass, know my son.
How wonderful.
And it was because my son said to me, Mom, they need professionals. This is 12 years ago. He said, cannabis is going to blow up.
Thank God
And
you
boy,
listened
was
to your
I,
son.
thank God I listened to my son. So always listen to your kid. Anyway, so I own a marketing communications agency, 12 years, niche practice cannabis. We're industry agnostic, but I would say that most of our clients are in the cannabis space. Our clients are all over the country and in Canada. And my background is transportation, supply chain, logistics.
So
And I
important in
just
the cannabis
and I
industry.
just opened a cannabis delivery service. So my marketing agency is Most Consulting Group. My delivery service is Scarlet Express. Thank you.
And having so many delivered products is priceless.
Yeah,
Because if you can't get your products to your customers,
that's for sure.
you could have other customers who lose that sale. So having someone who provide secure delivery service,
Compliant,
yes,
secure, discreet.
and on time. Because they have a huge warehouse, tremendous amount of inventory, whatever your problem is,
We'll solve it.
you'll solve it. You have backup drivers in case
Yep,
one
exactly.
delivery service breaks down, which happens. They have your back. Even a matter of 30 minutes to have someone on the road to bring your product.
Right.
It gives you peace of mind.
It's because I came out of that business in my lifetime. I must have had thousands of drivers because I had 12 warehouses up and down the East Coast where I did last mile delivery into those regions. So I know how to, and when it opens up, we can deliver across state lines.
Right.
I will be able to do that as well because of all my connections in the trucking
Again, how
industry.
important, how wonderful to have someone so young and talented.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
to provide that service, the delivery service is so important, integral part of your whole business.
Yes, it is.
Because as we know, supply chain is very,
Look what's happening.
exactly. You don't have enough drivers to get the products to where they have to go.
Right.
Having someone like this who has the expertise,
Right.
the right foundation, the right
Absolutely.
to make your life so much easier so you can do what you have to do.
Surround yourself with the right people, and that's the whole key of being successful.
Exactly. You have to bring the right people in because you can't do it all.
Oh, no.
You can't get
Because you can't work in your business. You must work on your business.
exactly. Listen to this young lady.
Listen to me. Yes.
That's words of wisdom. That's
Yes.
life experience.
Yes,
talking.
it is life
You
experience.
can't get that in the classroom.
No.
It's
No.
on-the-job training.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm sure she has a lot of stories to tell when things went wrong.
Lots of stories.
She learned from those mistakes. She fine-tuned her operation.
Yep.
And she provides first-class service.
Thank
Because
you.
it's all about service.
I'm a service animal.
Exactly. You go the extra 9
I
yards.
go extra, extra, extra.
And I'm the same way.
Oh, yeah. I take good care of my clients.
When I mail a product off, it gets lost in the mail. I'll deliver it in person.
Right.
So you don't have to wait another week.
Right.
And that's the key is the service to your customers. Go the extra 9 yards, you'll have a return customer. for life.
Always, always. Keep in touch with your customers too.
You want to build that relationship with your customers
Yeah, for sure.
because there's so many other choices they can go to. That they find the right company
Right.
and they realize that you have their back. That you're going to go the extra 9 yards, make them happy.
Yes, for sure. That's called service. I think we've lost a lot of that today. I actually just handed out some educational pieces here for folks about networking. If you contact me, I'll give myself a plug. My name is Claudia Post. My company is Most Consulting Group, and you can find us anywhere. We're on the net.
You're so fortunate to have someone so talented in the industry because we need more talented people in the industry.
Yeah, don't we ever?
Especially women.
Don't we ever?
Women are so important in cannabis because they're the original healers of the planet.
Yes.
So how wonderful at this time, more women get involved in the cannabis industry, helping heal the planet and educate the world. So we're very honored to have you
I
on board.
appreciate you.
You also-
Thank you. And don't forget Snick Barnes,
Yes.
glass artist,
A work of art.
a work of art.
How beautiful. Look at this.
If you know what heady glass is, that's what this is. Always plugging it.
That's what mothers do.
That's what mothers do.
And it's a great, listen, it's a piece of art.
It is.
Even if you don't use it,
No, you leave it on the thing there, whatever.
it looks beautiful.
It's a conversation piece.
Exactly. And it's all about creativity.
Yeah, amen, brother. So thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I look forward to having you again.
Okay, we'll see you again around.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
so much.
you.
Okay, Craig. I don't know. Oh, they keep on coming. All right. I'm here for hours, it seems.
Thank you.
All right. So again, I'm Craig Zappi. I'm the CBD guy. I own Hemp for Life Inc. Please go to my website.
Nice.
HempForLifeWellness.com. We have great products. Optimum Performance Hemp Oil. We have sports cream, warm and cool. We have a roll-on, warm and cool. We have teachers, AM and PM formula to help you sleep. And my goal is to educate and heal the world's most beneficial plants on the planet. And we have coming up right now to join us. Please come join us. We're live. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, and how wonderful we have to have you here.
Well, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Edmund DeVoe. I'm president of the New Jersey Cannabis Business Association.
How wonderful.
Yes, we are the state's first and largest trade association for the cannabis industry.
How important.
It's huge. We've gone from being an advocacy organization to actually becoming the state's Cannabis Chamber of Commerce.
And how did that happen?
Well, when we were formed over 5 years ago, there was no legalization. There was no legalization bill. The legislature was still struggling. So our role was that of advocacy for legislation. The minute the voters in November of 2020 decided that legalization should become the law of the land, that's when we shifted gears and we actually became a chamber of commerce. Now, we still do advocate for good policy and for good regulation as it relates to making the cannabis industry and creating an economic kind of environment that makes sense. So we do advocate on those grounds, but we are more like a chamber of commerce because we connect businesses, and that includes current license holders, future applicants, and all of the ancillary businesses. We represent them all, and we make sure that they all work together to benefit each other.
Everybody's compliant in the industry,
yeah.
which is so important, and you need great people behind you. I mean, they're doing so much for everybody in the cannabis world. In fact, we have members of chambers of Congress. They're coming mainstream, which is so important. I mean, the science is behind the plant. Everybody's educated what a beneficial plant it is. To have an alliance to educate people, bring the right people together is priceless. So I recommend everybody become part of the alliance.
Thank you.
I joined Canna Gatherers in New York.
Right.
Josh Weinstein. You have Leon on your side.
Yeah.
I think you have a Canna Gatherer event coming up
That's right, on May 10th.
on May 10th.
We'll be with Leo Bridgewater there.
And Leo's an incredible gentleman. I've known him
Absolutely.
for the last couple of years through Canna Gatherers. So it is an amazing time to be in the green revolution. And everybody can make a righteous living, whatever field we're in. Not everybody's going to be touching the plant.
That's
More
right.
money is made behind the plant than people actually grow the plant. So you need all the back end of the industry. So everybody can get involved. These are over 25,000 uses. If you're an artist, You can use cannabis oil for your paint. You're in construction, hemp concrete, hemp fiberboard. They're making rebarb out of hemp now.
Right. That's
Henry
right.
Ford ran his Model T on hemp oil. So there's so many different areas you can get involved by incorporating cannabis as a way of life. And being part of the cannabis world, you meet the very best people, all working for the same cause, just trying to educate and heal everybody. Because again, it's been used for the history of mankind. It's tied to our DNA. We all have an endocannabinoid system. We make our own cannabinoids. As we get older, we become deficient in our production.
Right.
We become endocannabinoid deficient. We turn to grandma and grandpa. We have issues with health. We have inflammation. We have arthritis. We have to turn to phytocannabinoids, which means that plants have natural cannabinoids. Hemp, CBD, and THC and marijuana helps restore our balance working with our body. It's all about balance and wellness. So it's so important to get involved, become part of networking. You're there only to help.
Right.
We're not looking for anything else other than to help you. Connect you with the right people
Right.
in the industry to make sure you make the smart steps.
Absolutely.
Start to finish, because cannabis is not like any other industry in the world. Because the way the federal government views it, even though the federal
Right.
government has a patent
Mhm.
in neural protection,
Right. Right.
they still view it as a gateway drug, and we know it's the opposite. It's a gateway drug.
Correct. So, we've taken everything that you've talked about, and ultimately what we've done is we have told the world that it is a professional industry,
Yes.
that whether it's for medical use, industrial use, whether it's for culinary purposes, it is a professional industry. And so being part of the New Jersey Cannabis Business Association says that you believe that it is a professional industry. And we represent you as professionals.
We all are professionals. We have to elevate
Yes.
cannabis.
Yes.
We made the mistake in the 70s giving it a bad name.
Mm.
Now that the science is there, we have to treat it as plant-based medicine. You have to elevate it. You don't give it a bad name. You do it whole. You don't do it out on the street. And if you're going to do it, be smart about it.
Right.
And CBD is integral part of the THC, because the stronger the THC, the higher enzyme. So CBD just nudges the THC off the CB1 receptor, brings you down. So you want more the medical benefits and the psychotropic effects of THC. So it's a win-win situation being educated about the plant. Networking, being involved in the alliance, they have your back. They'll advise you every step of the way. They'll help you make the right connections so you can be part of the whole beautiful part of the green revolution.
Yes.
And what better way to make a righteous living, helping and healing people and the planet. It's all about leaving the planet better than we found it. And unfortunately, we abuse the planet. We have extreme weather. More people will be infected by the virus. We need to start planting more hemp to restore the balance of the planet.
That's
So
right.
our goal is to educate everybody about the most beneficial plant on the planet, bring you the right people behind you so you make the right decisions. So everybody wins. It's a win-win situation for everybody, and you leave the planet better for your children. And what better gift than to have a healthier environment for your children?
That's right.
So,
And so on the education piece, I'm glad you mentioned that. If you don't remember anything else about the Cannabis Business Association, we do on most Fridays, I host my own webinar called Lunch and Learn.
oh, wonderful.
And so it's at 12 noon on Fridays, and we give our corporate members a chance to talk about what it is that they do and what they bring to the industry. And if you are looking to get into the cannabis industry, you're bound to find a Lunch and Learn program that will help you either from an infrastructure standpoint, a financial standpoint, an organizational guides. But Lunch and Learn is a program that we adopted during COVID because we realized there was still a need to network, and so we began this virtual networking function. Now we do, in fact, have in-person networking, but Lunch and Learn, we kept it because people absolutely do enjoy the Lunch and Learn program.
Well, it's interesting. I just started recently a podcast, and it's a wonderful platform to just speak about the most beneficial plants on the planet.
Yes.
And bring everybody in the industry as a guest to talk about it. It's just so wonderful to be able to go into somebody's living room, basically,
Yes.
and
Yes.
talk to them one-on-one.
Right.
We're not paid actors. We're real people.
Right.
We can
Lord knows I'm not it.
trust me. You told me years ago we talk in front of 200 people. I said you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're just people.
Right.
We're not actors. We're not trained to talk in front of people. We're real.
Mhm.
And that's the beautiful part. We make a mistake, we keep on improving.
That's it.
Because everybody is not perfect. I had a client who taught me perfection's undefeated in the dictionary. Nothing's perfect in life. It's just in the dictionary. So how wonderful that we have the opportunity to share our knowledge with the world.
Right.
And hopefully we plant that seed that you get motivated to start taking care of yourself. Because if you don't have your health, you're poverty stricken.
Right.
You have all the money in the bank, but if you let your health go, it's not going to help.
That's right.
So it already takes a couple of dollars to invest in your health. Instead of buying that double back cheeseburger, take the same $3, invest it in your health. The healthier you are, the better parent you'll be, the better husband or wife you'll be. Because when you feel good, you just share the joy.
Yeah.
If you don't have your health, you're no fun to be around.
And you know, that's the amazing part of this program. And I've been blessed to meet former athletes in this space. Just the fact that we have a conference about athletes in cannabis. The fact that these professionals, that these grown men and women realize that their quality of life hinges on their health.
Exactly.
And the fact that team doctors were just doling out opioids, like candy. And not only was it becoming addictive, they were destroying their organs. In fact, that's the nasty part about prescriptions, right? They help one part and destroy another.
Well, as you know, you listen to commercials, the side effects going for a half hour,
Right,
you forgot
right.
the condition.
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
die, you can have heart attacks, you can have
Right.
this, that. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, I was just depressed.
Yes.
By incorporating CBDs in your lifestyle,
Right.
you reduce your anxieties.
Yes. That's right.
The only side effects is a sense of wellness, and everybody
Right.
wants to feel well.
That's right.
Without, again, with the athletes, I do with a lot of the Jets.
Mhm.
I
Right.
hear the horror stories, how many operations they had. First thing they gave them was opiates.
Yeah.
Get back on the field.
Right. Imagine the just the injections on the sideline.
Right.
Get back out there and play. The locker rooms. And so, I mean, these people gave so much. The cost of getting to where they were was very high.
When you talk to the retired football players, knowing what they know now, they wouldn't have done football.
Right.
Absolutely. A lot of football players, they don't let their sons go into football.
Right. That's right.
Because they pay the price. I got to be very good friends with Wesley Walker, a former Jet.
Yes.
His poor shoulder, even with the CBDs, I couldn't help him.
Right.
Help him with the sleep problem,
Right.
reduce the pain. But they've been so abused for a very short part of their life, 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
So the rest of their time on the planet just suffering.
Right.
And they got addicted to the opiates, which is the worst thing, as we know.
Right.
Because the more you take it, the more your receptors get overloaded. So you have to constantly increase the dosing to get the same side effects. Not to mention what it does to your kidneys, your liver, all your organs,
Right.
and it doesn't ever solve the problem.
Right.
By incorporating cannabis in your lifestyle, restore the balance. You let the body do what it naturally does. It's just keep a sense of balance, homeostasis of the nervous system.
Right.
So you're just incorporating plant-based material to let the body do what it's doing. Because this plant was a gift from the gods. It's in our DNA, since we make our own natural cannabis. So it's a very sacred plant used for the history of mankind. 25,000 uses. Everybody built their civilization on cannabis. And unfortunately, that changed in 1937 due to racism, synthetic pharmaceuticals, and paper rights. Before then, cannabis was used for everything.
Right. Right.
That has changed now. In 2022, the science is behind the plant. We realize it's the most beneficial plant on the planet. We can restore our health, restore the health of the planet. Everybody wins.
And this is why, from a Chamber of Commerce standpoint, there are just so many avenues to get into the industry. You mentioned arts and lifestyle. Being a lifestyle coach, that's true entrepreneurship. Using cannabis or hemp in terms of art, getting into media, being someone in cannabis media. These are all brand new fields. And so we support them all as the Cannabis Chamber of Commerce. So whatever it is you want to do in this industry, it's wide open. And for all the reasons that you mentioned.
And also have someone, as a gentleman, as an expert, helping you navigate which way to go. We can send you to the right person. So again, this is a new time for cannabis. Who knew? Chamber of Commerce and cannabis. They would laugh at you.
Right.
Or not throw you in jail, even worse.
Right.
The most beneficial plant on the planet. So it's a new day. And how wonderful that the young kids are growing up now compared to everyone else who has suffered, because cannabis is the most persecuted plant in the history of mankind, and more brothers and sisters' lives have been ruined possessing cannabis. So times are changing. We encourage everybody. Now's the time to get involved. You want to make a difference in yourself, your family, your community, not to mention the whole planet. Do it.
Right. Now's the time. It's a brand new industry. And we're creating it as we speak.
Exactly.
So your participation, your desire to be part of it, get educated, visit our website, New Jersey, all spelled out, NewJerseyCannabisbusiness.com. Check us out. Check out memberships, as we are member supported. And we love educating everyone. And it's interesting that you mentioned the fact that so many people were harmed by the disparate war on drugs and disparate enforcement of drug laws. When you look at cannabis policy, how New Jersey recognized that. And so in the cannabis industry in New Jersey, it's the only industry where if you have a disorderly persons offense, possession offense for cannabis, you can apply for a job.
Exactly.
So we recognize that and we fix that in New Jersey. So
It's
that's
like the last prisoner project, the CBA started to help brothers and sisters who have been incarcerated, to help them get out and get them involved in the cannabis industry. So for the first time in the history of mankind, the brothers and sisters are finally getting a break in life.
Where this is all about making things right.
Lord knows, now they're going to politics in America.
Yes.
We have to make things right for everyone.
We do.
Start with the Native American Indians, our brothers and sisters,
Right.
Because it is horrible what we have done. And now is the time to change all of that. And this is going to happen right now.
Yes.
So we
So
thank
thank
you so
you.
much. We thank
Thank
you
you.
for doing what you do. We're honored to have you. And I'm waiting
My
for my
pleasure.
very next guest, who I believe is around the corner. Please tell the world who you are, what you do, and how fortunate we have to have you in the cannabis space.
Oh boy, you're really fortunate to have me here.
Yes, I am.
'Cause I'm a comedian.
It's a beautiful thing. This is why we're real. We're not professional athletes. This is who we are.
Okay, well, so my name is John, and I work for ISG, that is Integrated Security Group, and I'm an expert in security when it comes to all aspects of the cannabis industry.
Which is so important because you need security if you're in this industry.
Yes, sir. So it's part of everybody's plan. When they want to get a license, be it provisional, final licensing, they have to have a security plan. You have to be prepared and budget that. Most importantly, upfront in your business plan. Make sure you account for it. Too many people make that mistake, or they undervalue.
Well, they figured for a $20,000 bill, they get covered in all areas.
Yeah.
As you know,
Not even close. Not even close. So security is can be a capital expenditure. Dispensaries can be quite expensive. You're looking at somewhere in the area of upwards of 100K.
right?
And so keep that in mind as you're planning your business. Keep these aspects back in your pocket so that you don't forget about them as you're building your business plan and as you're coming up with a capital budget. You're looking to get your loans and things. Make sure that you've got your ducks in a row. And
Very important because
yes,
cannabis is not like any other industry, as you know.
no,
So
no.
you have to do your diligence, you have to be educated, you have to, like as my friend said, get all your ducks in a row. Make sure you take into account all areas, and you need a deep well to get in the cannabis field. $100,000 security, I believe, is on the low end.
It can be. It depends. If you're talking about a cultivation operation, that's a whole other ballgame.
Right, because we know every seed has its own barcode. You have
That's
to
right.
track it from seed to shelf.
That's correct.
You can't have anything go missing.
Nope. No,
They
but all of it.
will shut you down.
Yes, sir. Yep, you have to travel. That flower is going to travel and has to have a record of everywhere it's gone, right to the point where it goes to the point of end user. So from the moment it's a seed to the moment it's smoked, it is
Exactly.
tracked and taxed.
Exactly. Taxed heavily, I may say.
Heavily taxed, that's correct.
So it's so important that you have the right team behind you. Security is part of the foundation because if you're not secure, you can lose everything in life.
That's true. And the cannabis industry is one of the most heavily regulated industries
Without a
out there,
doubt.
next to, I think, nuclear and radioactive materials.
Exactly.
There is nothing, and even the state of Massachusetts, I think that's the most highly regulated industry next to those two.
And listen, you have to be compliant. If you're not compliant,
Absolutely.
they're going to shut you down in the moment's notice. You're going to lose everything you invested. So
That's correct.
do your education. Make sure you bring the right people on board. As this gentleman, I heard, how many years you been in the business?
6 years in this
6
particular industry.
All right. You've been prior to that?
Prior to that, I was an engineer.
All right. You have 100% loyalty group. You have never lost a client.
That's right. So over 35 years, we have a 100% retention rate because of how we treat our clients after the sale. Well, in security, it's not necessarily the equipment, although equipment's important. It's how you treat it once the equipment is installed.
That's the easy part.
Right.
Install it. It's the
Install.
service afterwards.
Bingo. It's being there when the client needs you, responding within 24 hours, being there when a door can't be shut or locked, being there when the CCC or the CRC finds a discrepancy and your client's in trouble, they have to fix it or they're gonna get the doors shut. You need to respond.
And you have a warehouse?
Yes,
I
we do.
understand you have.
We have a warehouse where we keep over $3 million worth of inventory. So that cuts back on our supply chain issues. A lot of companies right now are having big time supply chain
without a
issues.
doubt.
This helps us to be able to replenish from our warehouse and then backfill the warehouse with parts and equipment as needed.
And you're there, you're a phone call away.
Phone call away. And when you do call us as a client, you get a trained technician. You don't get a customer service rep that's going to pass you from department to department. You're going to get a trained technician on the phone.
The first phone call you
First phone call you
make.
make. Bingo.
Time is valuable.
Very, very valuable. And it's very important.
Exactly. So if you're ever thinking about going into the business, make sure you incorporate a budget for security. Because without being secure, everything can be lost in a matter of moments.
That's right.
Because not everybody's honest. So if you're in the cannabis field, a dispensary, you got people who want to come in and take everything you have. So you have to have proper security. You need the team behind the security. So when things go wrong, and things do go wrong, you make that phone call. This gentleman is going to be there. Just after you put the phone down. That's how good they are. So we're very fortunate to have someone who has the expertise to provide service. It's all about the service. Doesn't matter what you did for the last 20 years. It's that last service call. When they make that phone call, you were there for them. It's all about service and
It's about the
security.
service. And it's also on a more holistic level, it's about the safety of your workers, your members. It's about the safety of your clients as well. So never forget that when you're thinking about and working with a security company, first and foremost, your people's individual security and safety. You don't want them being robbed at night when they're leaving the premises. You don't want them, other bad actors coming in, causing problems in your establishment. All of these things are vital. And just like with any industry, this one in particular
Certainly
can attract some unseemly
Trust me.
types.
I've had some as partners. I paid their price, but it's all good. Again, security is an integral part of your business in cannabis. You have to budget it. You have to have the right security team. And we have something right here with the track record. Never lost a client. How can anybody else say that?
It's difficult. It's a tough thing to achieve.
I don't think it's possible, honestly,
Well,
truly.
we do this because we're a privately owned company. The owner of our company makes it a mission
Right.
to treat our clients like partners, not just clients.
With a family.
Absolutely, like a family. So we're making an investment in you, and you're making an investment in us. So it's a reciprocal relationship.
Listen, everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
And how wonderful to have a team player.
Absolutely.
Everybody works at the same cause that
That's
we're both
right.
successful.
Exactly.
We're here to make everybody successful.
When you don't have to worry about security after install, now you can focus on your real business, which
Exactly.
is generating revenue.
It's all about gas money, as my partner Reggie says. It's all about the gas money.
That's right. Absolutely about the gas money.
Well, so I thank you so much.
Well, thank you
for
very much.
sharing your talent.
I appreciate you having me on today.
It was my pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you for all your work.
You're very
I'm
welcome.
looking forward to people. Tell me your website.
Oh, once again, it's ISG Security. So you can go to integratedsecurity.com, and we have a website there with lots of information. We're also starting a blog specifically relating to the cannabis industry.
Well, how wonderful. I mean, I just started a podcast. This is my 6th podcast. How wonderful having a platform just to educate everybody.
What's that, sir?
I said, I am on my 6th podcast.
Oh, yes, okay.
It's wonderful having this platform.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just to educate people, the best people in the industry, to share their wealth and experience.
Yes.
And we make it happen, and we're rocking and rolling.
We have great people. I'm being chased off. I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Hey, best
Thank
of
you
luck
so
to all
much.
of you. Thank you
All
again.
right,
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Let's get our next person up here to talk about the benefits of cannabis.
Good.
All right, my friend, please, we're live.
What's up, boss?
Please tell everybody who you are, what you do.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jack Sham. I'm the founder of Rooted Athlete. We make and sell CBD products. This is one of our products, is a pain cream. It's our best-selling product, and I
use it for yourself.
Use it for myself, and I created this company to help people. What happened was, I competed in a sport called ice cross downhill.
Right.
It's a 4-man race downhill on ice skates, and on like a motocross style track. And I took a pretty nasty spill in one of the races, ended up breaking my back, sent me on this beautiful cannabis journey. And
did you go on opiates?
Yeah, when you go, when you have an injury like that, you get a script really quick for opiates, and painkillers don't really get along that great.
Well,
So
listen, I fractured my spine also. I
remember you telling that. Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they put me on opiates. After 3 days, I had, dementia and I was constipated.
Yeah.
I said, who would want to be on this stuff? I had like plenty of friends who were addicted to it. I said, why would you want to be on this stuff? I've been consuming cannabis my whole life. I just smoked copious amounts of cannabis. Took me 3 months to heal myself. Went back to doing hard labor. I wish I was the CBD person when it happened.
Yeah.
But I use CBD every day. I do hard labor every day, like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what you're here now, and we're both walking, we're both healthy, and yeah, you never know where like things will lead you, right? Like,
And again, if you don't have your health, you have nothing.
Yeah.
And as you know, listen, I'm 71. You're probably in your 30s.
I just had my birthday last week. Yeah, I just turned 35.
35.
Yeah.
His goal is to be healthier next year than this year. So you have to get off the couch, you have to work your body, because you don't have your wellness, you have nothing in life. It doesn't happen standing on the couch. So you have to invest in your health. And the whole goal with cannabis is we're just restoring your balance in your life. No side effects have a sense of wellness. So it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you said. There's only like negative side effects is simple wellness.
Exactly. Compared to pharmaceuticals, the side effects go on for a half hour, you forgot about the condition.
Yeah.
So by incorporating cannabis in your lifestyle, you heal yourself, you heal the planet.
Yeah.
And you can make a righteous living doing it. You put your head on the pillow. You did wonderful things today. You helped the mother.
Yeah.
You helped the child. Nothing better. I get phone calls. I do a lot of autistic children. My mother says, this is the first time my child ever smoked. What can I do for you? I said, you don't have to do anything for me. This is what I do. I'm here to educate and heal people.
Yeah.
And that's what the beauty of cannabis is first educating people, the science behind the plant, since it's been demonized over the years. And you can make a righteous living. Helping people in your own life experience. Cannabis is part of your lifestyle. You start your own company. You're walking the walk. You're talking the talk.
Yeah.
Doesn't come any more sweeter than that.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about helping people. That's why I created my company. That's why I think we're all here. And yeah, nature gave us everything we need. Just no, it's mine. It's mine. This guy's over here trying to take my phone.
The live is all good.
But yeah, and
Tell me where they can go to find out about you.
yeah, you can check out rootedathlete.com. That's ROOTEDATHLETE.com. And hit us up on Instagram at rootedathlete. Yeah, you can check me out on Instagram also at Jack Schram. You can see some of my races, JACKSCHRAM. And yeah, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Listen, and I did watch his video. This man is incredible. I'm amazed what he can do on ice skates, and it's a beautiful thing. And I thank you for sharing all your knowledge with us, and we're blessed to have you.
I appreciate you, man.
Very good.
You do. Peace, love, and happiness here from New Jersey, Reggie Grant.
And I'm Craig Zavvi.
EsportsInstruction.com. It's been a great weekend. We got another hour left of the show. Appreciate ya.
All right. Do you have anybody else coming to talk to us? All right, here we are again.
All right, saying goodbye. So glad to be here with Athletes in Cannabis at this pivotal moment in history for the Green Rush.
Yes.
Let's protect the Green Rush with Canna coverage, insurance, but thank you everyone for joining us.
Yes.
It's an amazing opportunity.
It's a wonderful experience for all of us to be part of Athletes in Cannabis. I met the most beautiful people in the world to be part of my family for life. I thank everybody for joining us. I hope we plant the seed that you will take care of your health. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. Please, instead of buying a big bag, invest in your health.
Health is wealth.
Exactly. At the end of our podcast, I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. Much love and respect. Thank you so much. Peace and thank you so much. I think we're done here.